Welcome back to Noob Tries the Diablo 2 Paladin. In today's episode there's going to be a lot of grinding. So the very first thing that I did was I went to the monastery and I made my way down through its levels. It took a while and I also missed one of the waypoints. I missed the jail level 1 waypoint. I might go back for that later. But I managed to find the smith, and from that I found the Heraldric Malus, which is needed for the Chelsea quest, so I took that back to Chelsea. I didn't imbue any items just yet because I think I want to save that for like a better item. Next up I went down further and went down to the catacombs, made my way down to the bottom level and fought Andariel, which the fight was again easier than I expected. I had a very hard time on my summon necromancer once again, where I was getting hit by the poison and having to drink lots of potions, basically spamming potions and running away while my summons would attack her. But I did this on my paladin and I found it much easier to do. So I killed Andariel, I got some loot. And the good thing is, one of the Diablo 2 playthroughs I was watching told me a little tip that I know to do now. So some of you Diablo 2 players already know what I'm talking about, which is the fact that for whatever reason there is a bug with Andariel where when you kill her the first time, if you go to Act 2 before you log out of the game, or before you exit the game, then her loot stays the same. And so she stays on like this better loot table and gives you better loot. If you exit the game before going to Act 2, just after killing her, then it counts as like that first time is over and now you're going to get worse loot. So you want to go to Act 2 after killing her right away and then exit the game once you're in Act 2 to get the better loot. Thank you to the person who actually said this in their playthrough, because I would never have had any idea otherwise. Now, from what I've read, in Diablo 2 Resurrected, they've actually changed this. So in D2R, you get the good loot regardless of whether or not you go to Act 2 straight away. They basically made it so that it always works that way. But in Diablo 2, the original, you still need to use this bug to get the better loot. Now, since I still need level 17 for the stealth armor that I made, I figured, why not farm Andariel now? You know, I was enjoying the farming Countess earlier, so why not go to Andariel, farm her a few times, get level 17, and then I equip the stealth armor. So what you're going to see now is some footage of me farming Andariel. I'll reveal the results of that at the end of this video, but for now, I just want to chat with you guys for a bit while you watch that footage. So I realised that I've never actually introduced myself on this channel because I assumed that people coming here would be coming from my other channel. So the short of it is I'm Matt. I have another YouTube channel called Tivharot, Tipharot, which is a lucid dreaming channel. So I teach people to lucid dream there, and I've been making videos on YouTube since 2015. I have a decent number of subscribers and I have some videos that did like amazingly well, but my average videos these days don't get many views. I'm not like a super popular channel or anything. My channel kind of died out over the years. But yeah, if you happen to be interested in lucid dreaming, do check that channel out, or if you're interested in learning what it is and how it works and so on. And if you're coming here from that channel, if you're coming here from my lucid dreaming channel, then let us know in the comments down below, because I'm just curious how many viewers that I'm seeing here are from Tivharot versus how many are just people discovering the channel through YouTube's recommendations and so on. You may have seen my previous videos, in which case you've already seen my cat Charlie, but just in case you haven't, here he is officially the channel mascot. And as with the last video, every like on this video is a head scratch for Charlie. Anyway, I'm curious, what games are you guys playing at the minute? Are you playing old games? Are you playing newer games? What game? What genre? I've literally just been playing Diablo 2 the last few days. I haven't been like playing an awful lot. I've only played a few hours or so in total, but I haven't touched any other games in that time. Other games I was playing recently, I was playing a bit of Megabonk, I was playing Grim Dawn, another fantastic ARPG. I did start a new Terraria playthrough on the latest update, but I didn't get very far with it and I kind of got sidetracked, so I have to go back to that later. I also recently discovered this cool game called the Black Grimoire Cursebreaker. It's kind of like a single player offline RuneScape with some like inspiration from Ultima Online as well. And it's like a really fun game. It's a little bit janky, it's a little bit rough around the edges, but it feels like a labour of love and it feels like a really great game. So yeah, what about you guys? What have you been getting up to gaming wise? Also, I'm curious to hear what your mindless shut your brain off game is. You know, the game where you just grind for ages, just doing something repetitive. If you have a game like that, of course. Like for me, the original one was old school RuneScape. Megabonk was a bit of that because it's just a dopamine fest of just standard survivor-like material. And right now, of course, that is Diablo 2, now that I've started that. But I love games where you can do that, so I would love to hear some of yours that you've been enjoying. Maybe I'll find something new. And getting back to Diablo 2 itself, for those of you that are Diablo 2 players, when did you discover the game? What was the first class that you actually played? Like, Maybe even share some stories from your early days of playing, because I'm curious to hear. I've heard some interesting stories about people's first experiences with this game. And that was why I wanted to share mine, because I thought it would be interesting for other people to watch, like what it's like for a beginner learning the game and struggling to figure things out and so on. I've got to say that I've enjoyed both classes that I've played quite a lot. I really enjoyed the Summon Necromancer that I was playing on D2R, and I've really been enjoying this Paladin on Diablo 2. But I will have to say, of the two, I think the Paladin is my favourite. I love just how much damage I can do and like the AoE stuff with my aura and so on. I also like the fact that I can get like auras in different damage types and resistances in different damage types, so I can potentially like get around monsters' weaknesses, I feel like. And I also like that I don't feel like I have to run away and hide from certain enemies like I do on my Summon Necromancer. On this I can just be right in the fray, right in the middle of the enemies, using zeal and like smacking a lot of them. It feels really good, I'll be honest. Right, so at the end of my Andariel runs, I ended up level 18. I tried out Holy Freeze, but it was not doing very good at level 1, and I couldn't get level 2 because you need to be level 19, so I think I need to put points in Holy Freeze later on when I'm a higher level. So for now I just basically respec pretty much back to how I was. I've got a few points in Sacrifice, a few points in Zeal, and the rest of my points in Holy Fire. Anyway, here are my stats, and here is my gear, because I got a couple of gear upgrades. I got some new gloves, not much difference, it's just they had the fire resist on them. They're a little bit lower in attack rating, I think it was like 31 on the other gloves. But I got some fire resist, so that's good. I got new boots, which have lightning resist and charged bolt on strike. I believe I got a new belt with 5% lightning resist and 10% poison resist. I got a new ring that has 17 to attack rating, which is not as good as my previous one. My previous was 24, but I've got a 5% magic find on it. I've got an amulet that says damage taken goes to mana, which I thought would help with my mana situation. I've got a shield that has a 55% chance to block, which is the highest that I've seen on any shield at the minute. And all resistance is 8%, which is nice. And it repairs durability, so I won't have to repair it as much, although I don't think that matters. I've now equipped my stealth armour. I may or may not have already mentioned that in the video, because basically I'm recording this at the end of the grinding session, but I haven't actually gone back and edited like the rest of the video yet, so I'm recording this, but this is going to go at the end. So I might have mentioned this already, but I've got my stealth on now, and I found this Berserker's helm, which is now my new helm because it was, you know, the best defense, and it gave me 25% fire resist, which is pretty huge. I'm still using the same scepter that just does 1 to Holy Fire, so I should actually check Kara and see if she has anything else in the way of scepters. Resist fire. I think resist fire actually makes my Holy Fire aura better, so it might actually be good, but I don't know. I think just 1 to Holy Fire is probably better, I'm sure. And also, I got... Sorry if you can hear my clicking, by the way. Normally I record my audio separately, so I'm not playing the game, so you can't hear my clicks, you can just hear the game audio, but in this case I have recorded at the same time as I'm showing you this. So I got this unique crossbow. I just put it in my stash in case I want it for another character or something. I got some more gems. I got a bunch more Eldrins. For some reason Andariel keeps dropping Eldrins. I got this unique, or this set shield, Claydlaw's Claw, and I got this set ring, Cathan's Seal, which actually seems pretty good. I'm kind of tempted to just swap the Magic Find one for this. I like the idea of getting more items. I don't know how good 6% lifesteal per hit is. I suppose it would be pretty good. Okay, I'm going to put it on actually. I've changed my mind on that, so I'm just going to put this in here in case I need Magic Find. I've got another amulet here which is also Magic Find. Yeah, so that's my current stuff. Also I've got 124k now when I had like, I don't know, 40k going into this, so I made like 80k off these Andariel runs. I don't know if that's a lot of money or not, but to me at this stage it feels like it. Yeah, so that is my little update. Okay, just a little quick update. I decided to get that stuff in the end because +3 to resist fire, you get 18% bonus damage for Holy Fire for every level of resist fire, so that seems good. Plus I get more fire resistance, but also +2 to sacrifice, because sacrifice actually gives bonus damage to Zeal. You get 12% damage per level, so I feel like that's overall going to be an upgrade from just one level of Holy Fire. although mana stolen per hit, ooh, that's tough. I'm just going to put this in the stash for now, and I'm going to try it out, and if like I notice that I'm struggling for mana, then I'll swap it back. Alright, another quick update. So remember that scepter that I just mentioned? Well, of course you remember it because it was like a few seconds ago for you, but for me it was like an hour ago or something. So I decided to equip that scepter and try it out and see if the mana stolen per hit loss would matter. And it did matter. My mana was going down quite a lot, so apparently that scepter was basically the reason that Zeal was actually working better for me now. But as I was farming Andariel for a couple more runs, I found these boots, Gorefoot, which give 2% mana stolen per hit, and they have really good defense, and they give you faster run walk speed, and they also have a Thorns effect where the attacker takes damage. Now, I don't know if this is actually better than the other boots that I had, in terms of like, the other boots had some resistances, or one resistance. They had like 10% poison resist or something, which is nice. But I figured, wait, because this staff was letting me do more damage, yeah, but it wasn't giving me enough mana back. So with equipping these boots, I get my faster run speed, I get some more defense, I get some thorns, but I also get that mana stolen per hit back. So I thought I would try it out with this staff and these boots, and then do a couple of runs and see if I am doing better and keeping my mana up. And I am in fact keeping my mana up. So I think these boots ended up saving the day and allowing this scepter to work. So I think I'm going to keep using that. Anyway, I think this is going to be a nice place to round off the episode, so thank you for tuning in. If you liked the video, make sure you leave a like, maybe comment something down below, and remember to subscribe if you want to see more of this. So I'll see you in the next one.